Have you ever wondered how a conflict in a small Southeast Asian country escalated into a full-blown war involving global superpowers? The genesis of the Vietnam War is rooted in the year 1954, when Vietnam was divided into a communist North and a democratic South. The North was supported by the Soviet Union and China, while the South leaned towards the United States and its allies. This set the stage for an ideological clash, a tug-of-war between two differing worldviews. The fault lines of this division were more than just political. They were also deeply personal, dividing families and communities along ideological lines. The North, driven by a vision of a unified socialist Vietnam, began to support insurgencies in the South. Meanwhile, the South, backed by the United States, sought to preserve its democratic government and resist the spread of communism. As the South struggled to fend off the communist insurgents, America's involvement deepened, leading to the deployment of ground troops in the mid-60s. The Vietnam War wasn't just a conventional war, it was a testing ground for new forms of warfare. The conflict saw the extensive use of unconventional tactics, pushing the boundaries of what was considered acceptable in combat. Napalm bombs, a horrific weapon that clung to human skin and caused severe burns, became a symbol of the war's destructive power. But the physical destruction wasn't the only form of damage. Psychological warfare played a significant role. Propaganda and misinformation were used to manipulate public opinion and morale, both within Vietnam and internationally. The war did not spare the infrastructure, cities, and villages. It left a trail of devastation in its wake, from bombed-out buildings to scorched earth. The human suffering was immense, with civilian casualties in the millions and countless people displaced from their homes. The war reached its peak in 1968, with the Tet Offensive marking a turning point in public perception and policy. Every war ends, but its effects linger on. The Vietnam War was no different. The conflict came to a close in 1975, with the Communist North seizing victory and leading to the reunification of Vietnam under a single rule. This was not a mere change in political borders, but a profound transformation that deeply scarred the nation. Infrastructure lay in ruins, cities and villages had been razed, and the human suffering was immeasurable. Yet the war's impact reached far beyond Vietnam's borders. It sparked widespread protests in the United States, leading to a significant shift in American foreign policy. The conflict brought issues of international relations and human rights into sharp focus, stirring a global conversation. The Vietnam War, a conflict that started as a local struggle, evolved into a global confrontation, leaving a lasting impact on international relations and human rights issues. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest and most exciting updates. Thanks for watching.